What up, pimps? Welcome back to a brand new banger. Today we're here with a Draft Champions video, which is some of my favorite videos to make. And as you know, Draft Champions is cool because you basically get to choose the player you want each round, then you get to play with it in the tournament, and that's how that works. But today, we're doing it a little bit different. Now, as you know, I've done Draft Champions before. I've done the oldest player, the fastest player. Heck, I've done my sister. You guys remember my sister, Peyton List? Remember when I did the who would I let date my sister Draft Champions? That got intense, and for some reason, I'm not sure exactly what the reason was, but some of you guys were like, yo, that's not your sister. Why are you like acting like she's your sister? And it really kind of got to me. It kind of got me triggered. It got me thinking. I'm like, yo, you don't know me. You don't know my past. You don't know my family. So if you're going to come here and talk down my family and talk down my legacy, well then that is a thicker.
That was pretty cool.
So today we are going to be doing who would I let date my mother. That's right. I let you know who I let date my sister in my last video, and we had some reactions from the people.
Madden Mobile, taking over the world. Look at his title. Who would I let date my sister Draft Champions?
Who would I let date my sister?
Ah, praise the Lord, nigga. Is that your sister, guys? What? You trying to pull a fast one on us.
Now today, we are going to be seeing who would I let date my mother. Now my mother is one of the most important people in my life. And her name is Lee Allen Baker. That's right, my name is Judah Baker. She's Lee Allen Baker. Now you're probably thinking, wait a second, that's your mom? Yes, this is 100% my birth mom. She is my mother. Dead. End of story. Now you're saying, well then, how's Peyton List your sister, but Lee Allen Baker is your mom? Well, that's because we had something called divorce. So it all works out. Just act like it works out. Lee Allen Baker is my mom, and today I'm going to be seeing who in the NFL is worthy enough to date my mother. I'm looking for personality. I'm looking for knowledge. I'm looking for respect. I'm looking for players who know how to make that money. I'm looking for hard workers, a man that's going to be dedicated. I'm looking for someone who ain't going to be an abusive boyfriend, if you know what I'm saying. So today, my mom is on the block, and we're going to see every single round who I would let date her out of each round. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. We have the tournament draft here. We're about to start this absolute slapper. See what we can get in the first round. So without further ado, here comes the first round. We got Derek Morgan, Ted Larson, Brandon LaFell, and Davante Adams. Now this is interesting. So we're going based off who would I let date my mom. Now we got Derek Morgan, 87 linebacker. I've heard of him. I don't really know too much about him. We got Ted Larson. We have to take into account the positions too. The positions pay more. So if I'm trying to, get my mom hooked up with a man that's gonna respect her and hook her up with like a freaking like flat screen TV and a banging house, I gotta make sure I choose the right candidates. We have Brandon LaFell, Davante Adams. Now, my first go-to is Davante Adams. I've seen his interviews. He's respectful. He's kind of on the underrated side in terms of receivers. He's not really a flashy kind of guy, but he just got a pretty thick and guaranteed contract from the Green Bay Packers, and I think that he would be the perfect candidate to be I guess this person's gonna be my dad if the relationship goes through. So I think that Davante Adams is worthy enough to date my mother. Next up, we got CJ Uzomah. Okay. We got Carlos Dansby. Man, Carlos, why I be looking like you just got into like the state penitentiary? He'd be looking like he'd be doing some crazy stuff. Like, EA, you got to give him a better picture. That is not okay. Then we got Rob Havenstein. Then you got Jerick McKinnon, 89 overall halfback. It's weird seeing him in the Minnesota Vikings because he is now a San Francisco 49er and the 5th highest paid running back in the NFL. So I'm going to take out Carlos Dansby. Sorry. With that face, I don't know what you're going to be doing. I need someone who's going to be safe for my mother. I like Rob. Rob looks like a good dude. He's there. He's protective. He's an offensive tackle. CJ Uzomah. Listen, I'm not trying to have my last name be Uzomah, okay? So that's a no for me, dog. Let's go. I'm going to go shoot, I think Jerick McKinnon's a good dude. I think he's kind of up and coming, you know, just got a lot of money. Who knows what's going on in his head? I'm going to take Rob, the protector. Rob, offensive tackle. Rob Havenstein, welcome to the squad. Now we're finally getting into, oh shoot, not even the elite rounds yet. Jason Kelsey, Lane Taylor, Anthony Zattel, or Domata Pico. Yo, I'm going Jason Kelsey straight up. This man donates to charity. This man didn't take a single dollar for his salary. This man is dedicated. He won a Super Bowl. Heck yeah. Jason Kelsey, my man. Let's go. Round 4 of 14. We're getting into the elites. Whew, come on. We got some elites now. Let's see what we got. Oh, shoot. This is going to be interesting. Jeremy Maclin, CJ Anderson, Alan Hearns, or Phillip Rivers. This is interesting. Who would I let date my mom? So we got Phillip Rivers, quarterback, solid quarterback, you know, potentially Hall of Fame if he, you know, stays a little bit longer out there. Alan Hearns, I don't know. He's kind of off and on when it comes to football. He can be good one point and then he kind of, you know, slows down. He's not really the type of guy to step out in the situation to claim the stardom. So I'm not sure what I'm feeling about Alan Hearns. CJ Anderson, I think he's cool, but my man always be breaking them knees, slicing them ankles, you know, getting injured. I got to have a reliable man for my mother. Jeremy Maclin, I feel like this dude has been through it. Not only has he not been consistent in one team, I mean, look, he literally has a Chiefs jersey on, but is on the Ravens. This man be tossing around team after team, which going to be meaning that my mom is going to be traveling, but my mom, Lee Allen Baker, loves to travel, and Jeremy Maclin cannot find a team. He seems like a good man. He seems like he's willing to do whatever he can for the organization, even though he's slightly below par, somewhat kind of trash. I'm going to go Jeremy Maclin because I'm believing in him. I'm believing the 101 overall. Next up, we got round 5 of 14. We got Shane Ray. We got Geno Atkins. We got Tamba Ali. And we got Robert Alford. This is interesting. Now, we got Robert Alford. We have a cornerback, we have a defensive tackle, and 2 linebackers. Now, Tamba Ali is a freaking savage, man. Shane Ray also is a pretty hard hitter. You got Geno Atkins as well, which Geno Atkins, let me tell you, when it comes to being a ruthless defensive player, he's going to be there, but I feel like I heard a few things about Geno. I'm not really sure. I think Geno is probably good. I'm going to give him a shot with someone else that is not my mother. We got Tamba Ali. We got Shane Ray. We got Robert Alford. I've really been appreciating Alford recently. Not only does his color rush jersey look absolutely slamming, my man is fast. My man can intercept the haters, if you know what I'm saying. If I have my mom walking out, you know, downtown LA, paparazzi's popping up on her, he can intercept the paparazzi, shut them down, and send them back to their home. Additionally, he's holding up an L, literally holding up an L right now for the rest of the round. He's saying, yo, Tamba, Geno, and Shane, hold this thick fat L because I'm about to take Slay's mom real quick, which is why Alfred is going to be our decision for round 5 of 14. Let's get right into number 6 of 14. Round 6, we got Jack Muhort, we got Shawan James, we got Timmy Jernigan, and Frank Clark. Oh, sweet mother. All right. We already got a protector candidate. We don't need Jack. We don't need Jawan. Okay, I'm sorry, Colton Miami fans. Timmy Jernigan, I don't know too much about him, but I do know about Frank Clark. And I know that Frank Clark can get slightly triggered at times, but he is a dedicated member. He's a team player. You don't really hear his name much, but because I'm a Seahawks fan, he be living in Seattle. That means my mom is staying in Seattle, which I don't know if I want her to stay in Seattle. Shoot. But I think Frank Clark is going to be the man for her because I personally have seen him play on the field because I'm a Seahawks fan. I think it would be cool for her to date a Seahawks player because then I would have them connections, if you know what I'm saying. Frank Clark, 101 defensive end, welcome to the team. Round 7 of 14. What is the squad going to look like? We got Jared Cook. We got Zach Ertz, Orlando Scandrick, or Darian Stewart. Shoot, this is going to be interesting. So I'm not going to go with Orlando Scandrick because I've been seeing him playing for the Dallas Cowboys. The man has some talent. The man can be ruthless, but he also got a mouth, man. I see him mouthing off to those wide receivers getting triggered. Man, if he be talking to my mom's going to whoop him. If Orlando Scandrick be talking trash to my mom, Lee Allen Baker, is going to go ba-bam.
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 Ba-bam. Ba-bam.
So Darian Stewart is also an option. Jared Cook and Zach Ertz. Here's the thing. Zach Ertz is a ripped Greek god. He won the Super Bowl. He's talented. He's low-key kind of savage. I mean, you got Jared Cook. He can't really stay on one team. We already got Jeremy Maclin. I already made an exception for that. I don't know too much about Darian Stewart. I'm sure he's a great man. But, I mean, you got to take Zach Ertz. I mean, my mom is going to be kind of vibing with Zach Ertz. You know what I'm saying? Because she be watching him win the Super Bowl. She be watching him, you know, I don't know. Round 8. Next up, we got round 8. We got Benedict McKinney. We got Preston Brown, Cliff Averill, and Alejandro Villanueva. Now, in case you didn't know, Cliff Averill just got a very difficult injury to his neck. He actually jacked the nerve in the back of his neck. So if he hits anyone the wrong way, he will be paralyzed for the rest of his life. Him and Cam Chancellor are the exact same thing. So speaking on behalf of my mom, I mean, she's going to need someone who can continue to provide. And if my man's retired, I don't know. I'm trying to still go to some of these games and watching my dad play in the NFL. So Cliff Averill, I love you, but take a seat, my man. Alejandro Villanueva. Okay. I mean, complicated name, dedicated to the Steelers. Am I okay with the Steelers? I mean, I don't know. I love Le'Veon. I love Antonio Brown. Do I feel Alejandro? I don't think so. I think Alejandro is good for someone else. Benedict McKinney and Preston Brown. This is going to be interesting. You got a middle linebacker and a middle linebacker. Now, let's see which one is stronger, because my mom's going to need a strong man. We got a 106 or we got a 95 strength. So first off, Preston not only wins in that, but he's also a 50% train cost, which means that he is very cheap. He's not high maintenance. He's easy to be around. He's easy to chill around because, man, you can train him for 50% less than usual. Man, he's chill. He's like, heck yeah, you don't need to give me any money because I'm just going to give you a 50% discount on your life. So Preston Brown is definitely going to be the one allowed in round 8 to date my mother. Round 9 of 14, we got Rod Smith. Rod Smith, the 3rd or 4th in the depth chart for the Dallas Cowboys. Rod Smith. I remember picking up Rod Smith for fantasy football because I thought Zeke was going to get suspended. I thought that Darren McFadden was going to snap his ankle, and I thought Rod Smith would save me from the depths of darkness of my fantasy football championship, but Rod Smith never did anything. So you're gone. You're gone. Mark Barron, middle linebacker, not bad. Barry Sanders, woo! B. Sanders, okay. And Blake Bortles, 102 quarterback. Blake the Snake, dude. Blake Bortles. I feel like he's genuinely a good guy. Like, he's a guy that's good. We also have Barry Sanders. He's Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders now is a professional archer. He literally makes bow and arrows and shoots them. Therefore, you, my man, are going to be hunting my mom. Round 10, we got Dante Moncrief, PJ Williams, Terrence Williams, and Golden Tate III. Okay, first off, let me just get Golden Tate out of the equation, and let me explain. I used to live in Bellevue, Washington, which I lived right under a Top Pots Donut, which is a banging donut restaurant that you wake up and you go get some fresh donuts. Now, Golden Tate lived in the same building as your boy. He lived in the building, and it was like 2 a.m., and at 2 a.m., this donut shop, they wake up, and someone comes in, and they start freaking cooking the donuts, because they got to get them ready for like the 4 a.m., 5 a.m. opening time for when the kids want to get the donuts. So 2 a.m., true story, real story, Google it. Golden Tate sneaks out of his apartment, goes downstairs outside, breaks into the Top Pot Donuts, slides in, grabs a full box of donuts, and dips. My man dips, and he gets caught by the cops as he's dipping. Literally, Golden Tate, when he played for the Seahawks, he was in the Top Pot that I used to live by, and he freaking stole donuts. So what happened is the Top Pot, like, completely did a 360. They made a Golden Tate donut. They like put a shrine to honor him for breaking into their Top Pot and, you know, stealing donuts. And then literally Golden Tate gave him a signed jersey, and to this day it is hanged up in the Top Pot, and it's Golden Tate's signed jersey because he stole a donut. Now, I know you're probably thinking, wow, thanks for wasting the last 5 minutes of my life. Well, I'm glad that I was able to do that. But Golden Tate, you can't be stealing my girl's diamonds, my mom's heart. He's going to be stealing her heart at 3 a.m.
and ditching.
Ain't no one got time for that. Dante Moncrief, PJ Williams. Okay, so Terrence Williams, I don't know. PJ Williams, I don't even know who you are. Dante Moncrief, I know who you are. You're kind of trash, slightly, a little bit trash. Always behind the shadow of T.Y. Daddy. You know, kind of just chilling there. I feel like you have potential, but you never actually get there. But I like your grind. I like your dedication. I like you as a person, which is why I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to give you a shot to date my mother. Round 11 of 14. What are we about to slide right into? And we slide into, Andy Dalton, Jalen Mills, Kenny Vaccaro, and Grady Jarrett. All right, so we got a quarterback, a corner, a safety, and a defensive tackle. Now, Andy Dalton, I've seen interviews. He seems like a good dude. He seems like a respectable, proud, good father. And I feel like he's a good overall guy. But here's the thing. My mom doesn't lose. And if you want to date her, you got to be able to take your team to at least the playoffs, my dog. Or at least past game 1 of the playoffs. Andy Dalton, you have talent. You got AJ Green. You got your family. You got your squad around you. I'm going to need to see you do a little bit more before I'm going to let you date my mother. Jalen Mills, Philadelphia Eagles, Team of the Week divisional player. Good dude. I heard a little bit about him in the past. I'm not really sure what it was. I don't want to put anything on him or blame him for anything, but I'm going to move on. Kenny Vaccaro. Woo! Safety for the New Orleans Saints. Now, Grady Jarrett, thank you so much for joining the table. But Kenny Vaccaro, my man's on the Saints. And you know if you on the Saints, then you a hard worker with reaping no benefits. That's what the Saints, that's their motto.
We work hard for nothing.
Because the Saints, I believe the Saints need to win a Super Bowl. They have a fantastic team. And Kenny is a freaking monster. Not only is he great at coverages, but his name really isn't too tossed out there, but I really think that him and the whole defense together are suitable, strong, and New Orleans has some freaking vibes when it comes to nightlife, bars, and some snacks. I think my mom's going to be down to date you for a freaking season. On 12-14, ooh, we got Deion Buchanan, we got KJ Wright, Kelvin Benjamin, and Jay Ajayi. Now, Kelvin Benjamin, you're breaking your ankle too much and you're really tall, and I don't know if my mom is going to be all about that. Jay Ajayi could definitely be a fantastic candidate. Got that dope, like, British accent, or like an Australian accent, or like oh, hello, I'm Jay Ajayi. KJ Daddy, literally from the Seattle Seahawks. Talk about consistent, talk about big winner, talk about smash it right in your face. That is what Lee Allen.
Smash it right in your face.
103 linebacker. Let's go to round 13 of 14. And baby, we got a banger here. Patrick Peterson, Jamison Crowder, Alec Ogletree, and Jerry Rice. This is interesting. Now, Jamison Crowder, I love you, but you're kind of getting hidden with the whole like Terrell Pryor beef. And you know you got like the Pierre Garçon who's kind of been covering you for your entire existence. I'm not sure I'm gonna be down with you right now. Jerry Rice, the best wide receiver in the history of the NFL. I mean, he's a little bit older now, but he's got a good gig with announcing. He's funny. He's relaxing. He's chill. And he can buy me a freaking yacht. Alec Ogletree, Pat Pete, nothing against you. But if Jerry Rice is going to pop up in this DM, I'm going to be sending him over to Mama Slay. Let's get right into round 14, the MVP round. And we get, oh, shoot, Jermaine Kearse, Doug Baldwin, Zach Martin, and Brandon Graham. Holy crap. Now, here's the thing. My parents actually did. I walked into my apartment in Seattle one day because they're pastors, and I walk in, and Jermaine and his wife are sitting there having marriage counseling in my kitchen. I'm not kidding. They were in my kitchen. I'm not BSing you. He was in my kitchen. Jermaine Kearse was in my kitchen. He was a cool dude. He's kind of an introvert, kind of, quiet. I also know his brother Jamal Kearse, who's a freaking savage. Jamal is fantastic. We also got Doug Baldwin here. Whoa, Dougie B never drops the ball, comes clutch, as you know. Zach Martin, Brandon Graham. I mean, this is a fantastic round. I don't think one person here has any sort of turn off or turn down that would make me think that they're not eligible to date my mom, Lee Allen Baker. But, I mean, heck. Jermaine Kearse or Doug Baldwin is probably going to be the decision I'm going to have to go with right as we speak. I've met them both in real life personally, and I don't know. Jermaine kind of just got married, and my mom was the one that kind of helped him get married via marriage counseling. So I feel like this would be a little sketchy, you know what I'm saying, if she's going to be like dating him after she helped him find his wife, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to probably go with Doug Baldwin, 115 overall, wide receiver, as our draft team. Now, that is the draft for who would I let date my mother. Now, as you guys know, because I am going ahead and moving my clock ahead of time to do my draft, it is not giving me the accessibility to actually play in the tournament or actually see my team, because it actually is Monday, so I can't actually relook at my team. But that was the draft. Would you choose anything differently? Do you think my mom, Lee Allen Baker, is hyped for her selections? As a son, did I come clutch for my mother? Leave a like and subscribe. You guys are the best. Madden Overdrive is coming August 15th. I cannot freaking wait. Draft Champions will not be an overdrive initially. They're going to try and add it later down the road, so this is kind of like a last opportunity for me to make a fun overdrive video or a fun Draft Champions video. You guys are the absolute best. I love you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.